Welcome to first round coverage of the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. From Carver Hawkeye Arena here in Iowa City, it's a matchup between the 14-seed American Eagles, champions of the Patriot League, making their first NCAA appearance, against the 3-seed Iowa Hawkeyes from the Big Ten. We've already had an upset here in Iowa City. The 11-seed Miami Hurricanes, behind Adrian Motley's 30 points, knocked out the 6-seed Washington Huskies. So Miami has secured a spot in the second round. They'll take on the winner of this one. Arkansas, under the leadership of our good friend Jimmy Dykes, has moved on to the second round, but it was not easy. They beat Northwestern, Baylor, and Northwestern State. Getting going right now. Alongside former Ohio State All-American Katie Smith, I'm Clay Matvick. And Katie, who do we need to know?
These ladies right here are cut from the same cloth. They're tough floor leaders for both of their teams. They're going to control the tempo of the game tonight. And anything and everything their teams need, as you can see, they do.
Capital One starting lineups. And for American, it all starts with Dumiak under their head coach, Megan Jebbia. Curtis, Kinnison, Holmes, and Zimmerman also in the starting five. And for Iowa, they have 4 starters who average double figures, and Jennings is close at 9 per game. Dixon, Disterhoft, and Doolittle round out that starting five. For head coach Lisa Bluter, now in her 15th season, over 600 career wins. It's always a partisan crowd when Iowa hosts, and they are hosting the first and second round for the 3rd straight year. And we're underway here. Iowa controls the opening tip. It's Logic to bring it into the front court.
You know, the fans here have really gotten used to the seniors here at Iowa. They've had a lot of success over their 4 years. 91
wins for that class over the last 4 seasons. Here's Doolittle now in the post. She'll kick it into the corner. 3-ball on the way, and it goes down for Whitney Jennings. Missed basketball last year in the state of Indiana. What a freshman year she has had.
She really hasn't. She's actually made a transition of playing a little bit more 2-guard. Since Logic is still here, next year she will move over into that point guard position.
That's what Iowa does. 39% from 3. That's 3rd best in the country. Getting the miss is Curtis. Fresh shot clock here for the Eagles. And here is Jen Dumiak, Patriot League Player of the Year. She's number 3 in blue.
You know what you're going to see tonight with American, they don't want to take rush shots. They want to control the tempo. They want a lower scoring ball game than what Iowa does.
Off the Dumiak miss. Here's Disterhoft, the hometown hero. Got that shot to go and one. Allie Disterhoft, second team All Big Ten. The sophomore from right here in Iowa City.
You see Allie Disterhoft is the 4 player, but really a guard, able to put the ball on the floor, take a little bit of a bump. Zimmerman didn't quite get her feet moving fast enough to keep her in front.
3-point play for Disterhoft, the product of West High School just down the road. Always dreamed she would play for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and she's realizing that dream. 6-point lead. And American yet to hit a shot, as that one's not even close for Kinnison. Gotta imagine there are some jitters for this program in their first NCAA tournament.
I was just thinking that, just the experience and getting here and what kind of emotions and thoughts they're having.
Shaquilla Curtis with 2 on the shot clock has to hurry, charges toward the rim, and got it just ahead of the shot clock.
You know, so far she's been able to get to the rim. Made one, missed the other, but that's something that she needs to continue to do, is attack Iowa off the dribble.
She's a junior college transfer, now in her 3rd season at American. 6'2" Iowa. Doolittle draws contact on the interior. And there's Megan, 2nd season as head coach. Patriot League Coach of the Year. First head coaching job after 10 years as an assistant at Marist. And she's done a great job with the Eagles.
She has, as you see Logic with that finish. She's changed that culture, the expectation of winning. And she had success at Marist and brought that over to American.
And if Logic gets going, look out. She gets the rebound here. Samantha Logic, 14 points on average. And American will get it back. But Logic, arguably the best point guard in the country. Certainly Lisa Bluter believes that. Bluter, she is Iowa through and through. Marion just down the road. Played at UNI, coached at Drake, and now she's been at Iowa for 15 years. Try to work it inside to Michelle Holmes. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles with 16 to shoot.
You know, it's something in the tournament. What's fun is these teams get to see universities and stuff they haven't seen before. So you got to feel each other out and get a feel for how they're playing, what may work, what may not. So just don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole.
Zimmerman was stripped. Here comes Iowa again. Melissa Dixon working hard on that baseline. Knocked out of bounds, and Iowa will keep it. These two teams actually saw each other. They didn't play against each other in Las Vegas, but during a Las Vegas tournament, they were at the same site. So they've got a little bit of a scouting report on each other.
They just have a feel. This is very different, and definitely in this environment.
Off the block, here's Dumiak. Jen Dumiak. She has played all 40 minutes in 20 of the 32 games this year for American. She rarely leaves the floor.
You know, everything goes through her, whether it's creating for others, whether it's scoring, handling the basketball. I mean, she is an integral part of everything they do.
Holmes has to hurry. Got that shot clock shot off, but Logic has the rebound. Now Disterhoft. And another steal.
You also see American, if you watch, they run a motion offense where lots of picks, whether it's a down pick, flare pick, and constant movement.
There's a three ball, and that banks in for Erin Zimmerman. Their best three-point shooter got a break there.
She has the most made this year, but you got to take them any way they can come today.
So now American within 3. Dixon had her shot blocked. Well, that's the 3rd block for American so far in the game. And they tried to set up Holmes on that lob pass. It goes out of bounds. Iowa will have it. First media timeout. American hanging so far down 3 with Iowa. First round of the NCAA Women's Tournament presented by Capital One. She's Katie Smith on Claymatic. Iowa by 3. We're taking tourney snapshots at ESPNW.com. Here's American's reaction on Selection Monday. First NCAA trip for the Eagles. So this is the biggest game in program history, no doubt. The private Methodist school in D.C. near the Maryland border. They have over 6,000 undergrads. Some alumni, Goldie Hawn, Barry Levinson, Willard Scott, to name a few.
Did your research.
Yeah. And American now with a chance to tie with a 3. Are they just happy to be here, or do they feel that they can win here today, Kate?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they want to perform. I think that Coach Jebbia wants to see them compete. No matter the outcome of the ball game, she wants to see them show up, do what's asked, and go out there and fight.
Dumiak. She epitomizes that fighting spirit. Now here's Curtis with 5 to shoot. Off balance shot. Tipped out to Booth. Ari Booth tracks it down for the Eagles. A new shot clock. Dumiak without a point yet. She averages 17. Now a 10 to shoot. Dumiak backs it up a little bit. 5 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Hawks. Dumiak off balance, but got it high off the window, so she has broken the seal. She's on the scoreboard.
And I think she likes to go left, and really nice finishes with that left, and that was tough at the top of the backboard and dropping in.
Callie Peschel into the game now for Iowa. She's number 25, and that's going to stay with the Hawkeyes with 14 to shoot.
Dumiak is a solid driver. You see where she just puts her body down and gets that off-balance left-handed finish. That is tough to have that much control with your offhand.
Here's Samantha Logic going to work, and she gets the roll. Samantha Logic. I know she's a candidate to get an All-American spot. One of your favorites in this tournament.
She is, and she's had an excellent year. As you see.
All right, she got the bounce there, Ari Booth.
Holmes.
No, that was Holmes, pardon me.
But she'll do whatever is asked. Like, she'll score, but she wants to create almost more than she does score. And then she takes pride in her defense. But just a competitor that's really had an excellent year for this Iowa Hawkeye team.
Bang, Ari Booth. She is terrific from 3 off the bench this year, 42%, and American goes in front for the first time.
And that's their shooter. Booth is their shooter.
Well, Doolittle, she was at a tough angle underneath the backboard. It's going to go back to the Eagles.
They have to have any type of confidence when you come to a game like this. You're playing loose. You see the kick ahead just didn't get matched. And love how Booth stepped in. Nobody was in her space and shot it.
Junior from Pflugerville, Texas. Now American with the lead.
And she doesn't shoot a ton, but she shoots it at 42%.
This is a team riding an 11-game winning streak coming into the NCAA tournament. They beat Lehigh in the Patriot League tournament title game after winning the regular season this year. Shot clock again running down. Dumiak has it. Lost her dribble. Pass on the baseline. That jumper goes off for Aaron Zimmerman. And Doolittle controls for Iowa. Logic going right at it. A lot of control, and Dumiak corrals it for the Eagles. Dumiak ahead for Booth. Jump shot bangs in off the window for 2.
The bank is open today for American.
Booth already over her season average. She's got 5 points, so good production off the bench as Disterhoft scores.
And you can see Coach Debbie is telling American to slow it down. Yes, run when you have the opportunities, but if not, run offense, take time off the clock, and get a good shot.
Baseline jumper for Booth. That was in and out. Here come the Hawkeyes in their 8th straight NCAA tournament. Dixon fouled, and that's going to be 3 shots as Shaquilla Curtis fouled the jump shooter. Timeout on the floor. 2-point lead for American here in Iowa City. American showing no fear early in the first half as they lead by 2 to the favored Iowa Hawkeyes, the 3 seed. Iowa finished second to powerhouse Maryland in the Big Ten regular season. They lost to Ohio State in overtime in the Big Ten tournament semifinals. Consistently good all year. They only lost back-to-back games once at Minnesota and Ohio State in late February. Ranked in the top 25 every week this season. And especially good in this building, Katie.
Yeah, 16-0. But consistency is what Iowa is about. 8 straight years in the NCAA tournament, along with all of the other things they've done this year. But just they show up every night. Even, and Coach Bluter says it, they don't come in and just overpower you from the jump, like just size or speed or anything. But they just they grind it out. They do what they need to do, make shots, and they've obviously won a ton of games this year.
Well, Melissa Dixon, who's known for threes, gets 3 foul shots. After being fouled on her 3-point attempt, she is the ace from outside the arc. Averages almost 4 made threes per game. Best in the country.
She's had a phenomenal year shooting the basketball, and it's been fun when she's gotten hot. How quickly that it can get off her hand.
Good defense there by Doolittle to whack that out of bounds. We get a look at Melissa Dixon. She set 5 arena records this season for threes in a game, including right here at Carver Hawkeye.
I thought that was pretty cool. You can go around and say, yeah, I hold the record in this arena, and that it's something not many people can say.
So American now playing from behind again. Shot clock to 3. Dumiak makes another pass to the corner. The 3 goes in for Ari Booth, her second of the half.
I was worried that Dumiak should have shot it, but good pass.
Peschel, the 6th player of the year in the Big Ten. Now Doolittle, double teamed, and then the 3rd player coming into the fray, Aaron Zimmerman, with the takeaway. Curtis.
And Shaquilla Curtis does that. She'll sneak around in random doubles and does a nice job of getting steals. As you see, Dumiak, shot clock running down at 3 seconds. Thought Dumiak should have drove and created something instead. Booth was ready on the catch.
She has scored the last 8 points for the Eagles. They got a 2-point lead, but they just turned it over. Iowa coming back up the floor. Here's Samantha Logic, who's a lead pipe cinch to be drafted by the WNBA. Something I know you know a lot about, Katie. And people are liking her talent. Her draft stock has really gone up in recent weeks.
She has. I mean, mid-season, I know she had a knee injury or some maybe meniscus that was bugging her, but she has really come on in all areas of the game. And just from her knowledge of the game to her work ethic to her skill level, she kind of brings that whole package.
Well, she missed that shot, but she is going to get hers, no doubt. And Booth can't miss right now. Ari Booth, that's her 3rd 3 of the half. And it's 20-15 American with its biggest lead so far.
Not a thought other than if I'm open, I'm shooting it.
Right now, the Eagles beating Iowa at their own game, the 3-point shot. What a move by Logic.
Nice job of reading the defense. Ball fake to the corner to Jennings. Drove with the body control.
Dumiak. Boy, that was a confident move by the senior from Carlsbad, California.
I'm telling you, that left, she likes to go left, and it is a very, very good finisher with that left hand.
Logic to Disterhoft. Boy, that was terrific spin on the block.
She does a nice job for being undersized, had to get it up high over the defender. But just a real versatile, obviously 3-4 player. Can kind of do a little bit of everything.
7 points now for Disterhoft. She's been in double figures in 43 of her 48 career games. Dumiak hits again. She's got 6. 24-19 American. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Good pace to this game. First round, American. The first tournament, program history, Iowa. They've been here many times. 24 overall. Jennings kicks to the corner. Disterhoft cut off on the baseline. 6 to shoot. Jennings is off target badly from 3. And a foul on Iowa. That's on Kohler. Well, the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship presented by Capital One continuing today on ESPN2. 4 more games at 5. Many will see Savannah State taking on the 1 seed South Carolina. You can also see it and watch ESPN. I know South Carolina's one of your picks to make it to the Final Four.
They are, and you know, a great job by Dawn and her players, the way they played this year, and they've gone out and played tough competition, and I think they're excited to see what they can do in the NCAA tournament.
Dixon to a wide open Disterhoft. You got to get a hand in her face. She'll make you pay.
And what is going to be a key for American is containing one-on-one on-ball defense, because if you get beat, excellent left-handed finish by Dumiak. But American has to be able to guard the basketball one-on-one. If Iowa gets through and gets in the seam, they are so good at helping that then shooters become open, so they have to contain penetration.
Great passing to get a wide open look for Melissa Dixon. All 5 players touched the ball that trip.
Excellent job of sharing it, and obviously the spacing is great because they have shooters all over the floor.
Here comes that Carver Hawkeye crowd. Iowa within one now. Dumiak has scored the last 6. Can she do it again? Well, we'll find out at the line when we come back. 7:19 to go in the half. Eagles by 1.
American is having some help off the bench, and Booth has come in and letting it fly from the 3.
Back here at Carver Hawkeye Arena, home to 23 national wrestling titles for the Iowa wrestling program. That reminds me that the NCAA wrestling championships conclude tomorrow in St. Louis. Catch the final at 8 Eastern on ESPN and watch ESPN. And special off-the-mat coverage on ESPN3. 27-25. American leading. Jen Dumiak having a good first half. The Patriot League Player of the Year. Iowa needs to get Doolittle going. She's scoreless, 0 for 1 so far. She's unable to establish inside. They tried to there, and she lost it. Doolittle, second team All Big Ten. One of her issues has been staying out of foul trouble. She's been doing that so far. Sideways shot for Jordan Light. That lefty shot comes out of her hand sideways, literally. On the run, Jennings doesn't get it to go, but she'll be on the line.
Nice job by Jennings to get in the body of Dumiak and get to the free throw line.
First on Dumiak. And here's the freshman. 9 points per game. Almost 3 assists per game. Here's that shot we were talking about for Jordan Light, the sophomore from Virginia. That comes out spinning sideways.
It's pretty unique, and we watched it yesterday and practiced the way when it hits the rim, it almost spins out like a toilet bowl.
Yeah. She didn't even hit rim that time. 1 point game. Here comes American. With under 7 minutes to go in the half. Team in the tournament for the first time. Playing very well here against a tough opponent on their home floor. Iowa Hawkeyes draw about 5,000–6,000 per game. We've got another good crowd here today. Shot clock at 5. Curtis to the corner. Here's Booth for 3. Welcome to Iowa City. Iowa has just taken the lead. Melissa Dixon hitting her second 3. She averages almost 4 of those per game, which is first in the country. Alongside Katie Smith, I'm Clay Matvick. The 14-seed American in the tournament for the first time in program history, playing well with the Hawkeyes. But Iowa coming alive now, especially from outside, Katie.
They're finding each other, they're moving the basketball, and having those shooters, they have great spacing.
Disterhoft had that one partly down, and then it comes out for Allie Disterhoft, the product of West High School right here in Iowa City. Another shot falls for Ari Booth. That is her 4th 3 of the half.
American needs some extra output, and right now Booth is giving them that.
She's got a career high already, 14 points. American beating Iowa right now at their own game, the 3-point shot. Iowa 39% on the year, 3rd in the country from 3. Doolittle, the turnaround. And she has nothing yet to show for her day.
And right now, American getting some production off the bench, and Booth just with the aggressive shot fake, a little bit of a jab step, and pull.
American 5 of 9 from 3, and the three-pointer doesn't go for Peschel, 6th player of the year in the Big Ten, and American will get it back, leading by 1.
You know, they read every time somebody comes in the game, it's another shooter, and that's something that Iowa. Not only can you knock down shots, but then when you have shooters, those lanes get a lot larger to drive in.
Patriot League champs in both the regular season and the tournament, led by Player of the Year Jen Dumiak, and then Dumiak is fouled. There she is, also Scholar Athlete of the Year in the Patriot League, pursuing a master's in mathematics, one of my favorite subjects. I say that tongue-in-cheek. She has a 4.0 GPA in math.
I'm going to leave that to her.
Yep, me too. Booth, great shot fake. She'll take the 2 this time. That's off target, kept alive by Curtis. She'll pull it back out. And now Chrysler is fouled from behind. She's a great athlete, also a great mathlete.
Awesome picture. That's a great picture. Really good picture.
Second foul on Claire Till, as Dumiak will trigger the inbound. Under 4 minutes to go here in the half. The longer American stays in this game, more confidence they're going to pick up. Now here comes Iowa. They had numbers for a while, then Dixon and Logic have a miscommunication and nearly free flight back the other way for Curtis. She's fouled by Dixon. And we got a timeout on the floor. American by 1 with 3:37 to go before half. Americans hitting at shots, and they lead by 1 over the 3-seed Iowa. Booth and Dumiak have combined to score the last 22 for American, but Ari Booth, great production off the bench for the Eagles.
They have 5 threes, and she's hit 4 of them. And she's getting them out in transition. And this one at the end of the shot clock, knocking it down. But just with confidence of catching with her eyes to the rim. Every time she touches it, she has eyes to the rim and is always a threat.
They lost 5 of their first 8 games, but played a tough schedule. Lost to James Madison, Princeton, Maryland, but beat Gonzaga and Oregon. And that tough early schedule paid dividends. And we're seeing it pay dividends here in the national tournament too, because they have come in here to Carver Hawkeye and they have shown no fear. 34-30 American.
They really haven't, and that's really focusing on your game plan and what you do well. You know, buy into you, take care of what you need to do to win a basketball game.
Zimmerman now with 6 and a couple of threes. Doolittle still 0 from the field.
A nice defense of just walling up, getting good position, fighting her until she caught it, hands straight up.
Doolittle averages 14. She's 0 for 3 from the floor so far. American shooting 52%. That was badly missed, but Curtis there to catch it on the backside and then travel.
You know, American is willing to be patient. And again, they get it from one side of the floor to the other, make the defense move, jump to help side, and then that closeout is a lot longer and gave Zimmerman enough space to get that 3 off and down.
They're a 32% three-point shooting team on the year, but they're 6 of 11 today. And finally, they get something that Doolittle can handle, and she scores. And if she gets lathered up, that could change the complexion of this in a hurry.
And that was a great call by Iowa to get her involved and run a set. It gave her a real easy look.
Bethany Doolittle pulls Iowa within 2. Dumiak pulls it out of the corner with 8 to shoot. Feeds it inside for Curtis. Jump shot bounces off. Logic tracks down the rebound for the Hawkeyes. Disterhoft comes up empty from 3, but a Hustling Whitney Jennings gets it back to Logic.
Great hustle of tracking down that basketball after that missed three.
90 seconds to go in the half. Logic thought about the three. Sets up Doolittle. And she's fouled on the reach in. That's going to be on Curtis, her second. The second round coverage of the Division I Men's Championship continuing today on CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. For more information on times and listings, go to ncaa.com. 2-point lead for American. Iowa has the ball with 80 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jennings. Logic inside for Doolittle. She's starting to come alive now.
A little miscommunication by American on their switching, and Doolittle did a nice job of rolling to the bucket, but good eyes by Iowa to find her.
Dumiak with a minute to go, fouled and should be on the line. And that's the first on Bethany Doolittle.
As talked about here, just a little miscommunication. Holmes jumps out to hedge on that pick, and there's no help behind her. But again, as a ball handler, keeping your eyes up, understanding defenses break down and being able to find that open man when the time is right.
Jen Dumiak rarely misses at the foul line. 92% on the year. She's been in the top 5 in free throw percentage all season. Now the rest of the team not so good, but when she's on the line, it's almost automatic. She gets them both. 36-34.
She's the one that gets the 100 on the test in class, and everybody else is at the C average.
She is quite a story, as is this American program. Going toe-to-toe with Iowa, and so far looking good. Nice pass inside, and Disterhoft will be on the line. Oh, that's what Logic does.
Really nice job of again, vision to find her open teammate.
Coming up on the Northwestern Mutual halftime report, Kevin Nagandi get us updated. And the other 3 NCAA Women's Championship games currently in progress, including Kentucky, the 2 seed. Baylor is on its home floor, also a 2 seed. We know that Arkansas has moved on in Waco. That'd be a good matchup, Arkansas and Baylor, should that materialize. And we're tied at 36 with 42 seconds to go.
See a little half-court trap here by Iowa. But again, Dumiak is going to have her hands on that basketball a lot of the times, making sure her team is in what they need to.
They get it to Dumiak at the free throw line. She tried to make the extra pass to Holmes. Tipped out of bounds by the Hawkeyes with 8 seconds to shoot for American.
And great job by American to get the ball in the middle of that zone. That's that weak spot.
Good hands by Jennings, the steal to Dixon. Dixon and Disterhoft went off the side of the backboard. 10 seconds to go before halftime. American can take the last shot. Booth stepped on the line. So now Iowa will have it with 4.3 to go. And Lisa Bluter calls a timeout to make sure that they take a good shot. What a great first game we had here in Iowa City. Miami pulled the 11-6 upset, knocking out Washington. Motley with 30 points. Adrian Motley was terrific from start to finish for the Canes.
Yeah, I think Miami's that sleeper, a little bit of a sleeper, because if they play well and they knock down shots, they can play with a lot of people.
Winner of this game will get Miami on Sunday. And right now, this one is anybody's game. As American, big underdogs, played really well here in the first half. And we're going to go to the half tied at 36. 5 lead changes. Dumiak and Booth, 26 points for American. Great bench production by the Eagles. Iowa leading in the points in the paint, but will American be our second double-digit seed to advance here from Iowa City? We've got a good one, tied at 36 at the break. We now join Kevin Nagandi in the studio for the Northwestern Mutual halftime report. Welcome back to first round coverage of the NCAA Women's Championship presented by Capital One. We've already had one double-digit seed upset a single seed here today as the 11 seed Miami beat 6 seed Washington earlier. Now the 14 seed American has the 3 seed Iowa on the ropes at halftime alongside Katie Smith. I'm Clay Matvick. The first NCAA tournament appearance for the Eagles. The moment doesn't appear to be too big for this team.
They're playing really relaxed, and they've had multiple people stepping up. Obviously, Jen Dumiak is doing her part in a variety of ways, scoring and assists. But you got Ari Booth who's coming to game, and she's hit 4 out of 5 threes. Just come out, let them fly.
They've done a great job keeping this Carver Hawkeye crowd out of the game. Moments ago, here's the American coach talking to her team.
When that crowd gets crazy, we quiet them with something. And that's really important to do that so it doesn't get crazy loud in there and, you know, they go off to the races. But enjoy the moment and have fun. You guys are doing it. You're doing it in the limelight, which is so exciting for you. You have to do it for 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes of good basketball, and we got a chance to go to the second round.
Megan Chebbia, the Patriot League Coach of the Year, keeping the message simple. And a 14 seed has never advanced to the second round. 0-84 all time. American trying to change that here today in Iowa City.
It's going to be tough because Iowa is a senior heavy team. You know, Doolittle, Logic, Dixon, they have players who have been there, done that. So they have a tough test this last 20 minutes.
Logic turns it over on the first Iowa possession. Coming back is Shaquilla Curtis for the Eagles, and then she traveled. She's contesting, then her pivot foot stayed down, but it'll be a turnover for the Eagles. Iowa, they shot well in the first half, especially from 3, 44%, but American terrific from outside the arc as we get our first foul of the half. It's on Holmes. It's her second.
Yeah, both teams, I mean, obviously the score, but they have played pretty even, and shooting the 3 is Dixon. You can't let her have that much space.
That's her third. 3 threes for Dixon, 39-36. Iowa. Zimmerman for Dumiak. She had 12 points in the first half. 5 to shoot. Here's Dumiak taking it inside, threw it up off balance. Disterhoft runs it down in the corner for Iowa.
You know, you take the shot clock down. Great look by Logic.
Doolittle got her own miss, and she'll be on the line.
Great run by Doolittle. Great find by Logic. They've done that all year long. You see Doolittle keep running, and Logic just leads her because Holmes' head was turned.
And 3 fouls now for Michelle Holmes. She's the first player in the game to get to 3. Iowa has yet to miss a foul shot. They're 9 for 9. Both of these teams, good foul shooting teams, but Iowa especially. They've got more balance in that statistical category. American top heavy because Dumiak shoots 92%. So if it gets into a free throw shooting contest, advantage Iowa. They've played well here since halftime. They've opened up a 5-point lead. Dumiak skip pass to Ari Booth. Can she stay hot? Misses her first 3 attempt of the half. She hit 4 in the first half. Logic, one of the best point guards in the country. Hands off for Dixon. Dixon rolling to the hoop. left it short.
Good job by Curtis of not fouling, but keep an eye on Holmes. I mean, her having 3 fouls is big because she's done a nice job against Doolittle so far in this ballgame.
American looking for their first basket of the half. They set up Dumiak, and she'll be on the line.
He ran that in the first half and didn't throw it to her. This time she came off wide open again.
Now Logic just picked up her second. What did Lisa Bluter tell the Iowa Hawkeyes at halftime? What do you think the message was there?
I don't think she's obviously not panic. I mean, they've been in a lot of tight ball games, but go out, defensively match up, find Booth, obviously make her put it on the floor, make her do something other than shoot an open 3. And then offensively, keep attacking, keep knocking down shots, and share the basketball.
Dumiak with 14 now. 41-38 Iowa. Those bench points, these are all Ari Booth, and her 14 points from the first half. Logic left it on the rim and tracked down by Chrysler in the corner. Here comes Dumiak for the Eagles. Jennings doing a nice job to cut her off. Nice spin by Chrysler. Zimmerman for 3. We've talked about it before, but Jennings doesn't play like your prototypical freshman. She's very confident, very cool. Dixon will try a 3, and she got it. That's her 4th 3. In fact, she hasn't missed from out there yet.
She does an excellent job of getting her feet set as quick as anybody in the league. As you see right here, little eye shot fake. One dribble to your left, squaring everything up. And it's nothing but net.
45% from 3 on the year. That's 4th in the country. Today she's 100%. And Disterhoft had it swatted away, and then she last touched it, so it belongs to the Eagles.
And what makes it even more special is that this isn't just the end of the season thing. This has been an all-year thing, and she has continually been able to get looks and find ways and knock them down.
And Dumiak cuts the lead to 4 for Iowa. Logic wasting no time. She's bumped heading to the hoop by Curtis. And that's the 3rd on Curtis. So now Holmes and Curtis each with 3. And those are both starters for the Eagles. So now they've got some issues.
And their best defenders really inside and outside. And those are key fouls. And they're going to have to be careful and be smart.
Doolittle, long range shot. That's a long 2 for Bethany Doolittle. And she's got 6 now. Check that, 8. Nice pass. As Chrysler able to finish. The sophomore from the Philadelphia area has her first 2. Logic going right back to the rim on the other end. Her first basket of the second half. Lead back to 6 for the Hawks. Winner gets Miami on Sunday. Shot clock at 5. Ari Booth. Zimmerman. Dumiak. They better hurry. Got it off. In and out. Good defense by Iowa that time.
Really solid defense, and American doesn't mind taking it all the way down.
Disterhoft for 3. And this is what Megan Jebbia feared, the crowd getting loud. And we get a stoppage here on the floor with 14:40 to go. And now Iowa has its biggest lead. All right, Kevin, Iowa has come alive here in the second half. We had a tie game at 36 at halftime, but Iowa has hit 3 threes here. In fact, they haven't missed a three-point shot. And Lisa Bluter not happy with that call as Peschel is called for her first personal. But Logic, she's cruising now toward a triple-double. She's got 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for the Hawkeyes, who have opened up their biggest lead of the day. It's a 9-point lead.
And she's really the one that's gotten them going, because when she pushes in transition, the tempo of the game, she's controlling the tempo, and she's attacked and gotten everybody out and running.
She collects a steal there. Doolittle back for Dixon. And it belonged to the Eagles with 13:53 to go.
Because Iowa does not want to play in a half-court game. They don't want a low-scoring game. They want to rebound, run. They get a lot of threes in transition. That's how people get open looks. It's part of their offense.
That media timeout came at a good time because this crowd started to get to be a problem for American. Getting vocal again. Shot clock winding down. Zimmerman off the heel, but the rebound right to Holmes.
It is just tough every single time, taking it down to 3 seconds left on the shot clock and trying to get a look.
American not used to playing in arenas like this. They play in front of a couple hundred people at most at home in D.C. Dumiak for Booth. And here's Zimmerman again, and she got it that time as the threes continue to go down for American.
A nice job by American to attack the zone with a dribble and ultimately find an open shooter in Zimmerman.
That's her third three of the game. Lead is back to 6 for Iowa. Here's Callie Peschel. And she's fouled. Aaron Zimmerman averages 10. She's got 9 now.
As you see, Dumiak puts it on the floor, and then Booth puts it on the floor, draws that defense in, is able to go out and find, and there's a little bit of a pick by one of the American teammates to help her get a little more open.
Peschel misses the free throw, another one coming. The foul was on Zimmerman. So now American has 3 players, Katie, with 3 personals.
And important people. I mean, these are players they need. And it's not only for offense, but the defensive end.
And Holmes sit back down. She's got 3. Now Peschel missed them both. She doesn't have a point yet. She's had a great year. A junior from Sauk Center, Minnesota, named 6th player of the year in the Big Ten. Chance to cut into the lead for American. Mary Booth up top. 3 doesn't go for Lauren Chrysler. Logic attacks. Peschel now. 12 minutes to go. Moving in for a closer look and banging it home is the freshman Whitney Jennings. The defense has improved this half for Iowa as well, Katie.
They've done a nice job in their zone.
Here's Jordan Light with that awkward-looking shot, but she buried the triple. That sidewinding delivery goes in for 3, and it's a 5-point game again.
And people are going to have to knock down shots.
America now 8 of 17 from 3. Nice adjustment by Peschel to get her first field goal.
A good balance on the drive after being cut off, able to stay balanced and finish.
Tend to shoot. Here's Light again to Dumiak. Cutting in, and a beautiful left hand.
She's got she does a nice job of finishing by the rim in a variety of different ways, just like Logic for Iowa.
Samantha Logic now in double figures with 10. And again, we're keeping an eye on that triple-double. That doesn't happen very often in women's NCAA tournament play. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists right now for Logic. Here's another 3. And draws iron for Zimmerman. At the halfway point of the second half. Logic to the wing. Disterhoft rattles it down. And it's a 10-point lead for Iowa. Timeout, Eagles. There's still a lot of game left, but Iowa at home is a tough out. 16-0 here at Carver Hawkeye Arena this year, a new program record. They average over 5,000 fans per game. They've got at least that here today, and they've been vocal here in the second half because Iowa has been draining threes, Katie.
They score at a high level, but they're a fun team to watch. They want to get up and down. They don't want it to be stuck in a half-court setting. So the fans love it. The players love it. To get out and let it go.
This is the first year the top 16 seeds are hosting, and Iowa, as it happens, is hosting for the 3rd straight year. The crowd loving this 10-point lead. Shot clock winding down on the Hawks. Wow, Logic is really having a game. She's got 12 points now to go along with 8 rebounds and 7 assists.
And Iowa's zone is doing a nice job of just making them pause, not being able to get to the hoop, just moving the basketball from side to side.
Holmes tied up nicely. The possession arrow will favor America. As we get some substitutions coming in here. Kostanek coming in for the Hawkeyes, the sophomore from Lincoln, Nebraska, into the game for the first time as Logic is going to take a rest.
She doesn't get many.
Good inbounds pass to set up Zimmerman. That's her first 2-point field goal of the game. And the lead is 10 for Iowa with just over 8 minutes to go. Winner trying to, the winner, I should say, will play Miami tomorrow. Miami beat Washington early. And we get a foul. 7:56 to go, another media timeout. Holmes just picked up that foul. Look at Logic. She is closing in on a triple-double.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by the Capital One Venture Card. Earn unlimited double miles you can use with no blackout dates.
Ten-point lead for Iowa here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And it's looking better and better for the Hawkeyes to move on to the second round and face Miami Iowa defeated Miami in the first round of the 2013 NCAA tournament right here in Iowa City. We could see that again, that matchup, Hawkeyes and Hurricanes. Wow, she is good. Whitney Jennings, the freshman, knocks it down from the paint. And it's back to a 12-point lead, which matches the biggest lead for the Hawkeyes.
She's showing you, Jennings is showing you a few of the things that she can do, putting it on the floor also.
Jen Dumiak, long range, no, rattles out. Iowa can be patient. I know they like to run, but now the clock is on their side. American was tied with Iowa at the half at 36, in case you're just joining us. But it's been more of an Iowa-controlled game here in the second half. That three ball doesn't go for Dixon that time.
Every time she shoots it, that fans think it's going in.
That's the first miss for Iowa from three here in the second half. .16 on the shot clock. American will keep it. Lisa Bluter, over 600 career wins, over 300 have come during her run at Iowa. This is her 12th NCAA trip with the Hawkeyes. And a traveling call on Dumiak. They've done a better job against Dumiak here in the second half, Katie. She had a dozen in the first half. She's only got one field goal here since halftime.
You know, part of that, they played a lot more zone in this second half than they did in the first half, and Dumiak was able to get by people and get to the rim when they were playing man-to-man.
Curtis goes inside, and there's Dumiak flashing and scoring. Disterhoft to the corner. Three ball. Goes in for Jennings. Her second three of the game. And the lead is 13. Biggest lead of the game. Mary Booth. Boy, if she gets going again, don't count American out.
I mean, she was wanting that basketball. It went from a skip pass to the other side. She had her hands out ready, hoping somebody would give it to her.
That's her fifth three. Doolittle answers back with a two off the window. But American has made 9 three-point baskets in this game, which ties a season high.
I mean, if they were going to have a shot today, that's something they would have, you know, they had to shoot it well.
Curtis will get to the line here with 5:06 to go. Down by 12. Brandon Stewart and UConn trying for that third straight title. We'll have St. Francis Brooklyn in the first round. Gino Auriemma. Can he get his 10th national title this year? We'll have to see. It's presented by Capital One, Saturday at 9 Eastern on ESPN2. Got to make the free throws now.
You got to give yourself every possible chance to get back in this, because Iowa's, you know, they take care of the basketball. They can shoot it. They knock down free throws. So you got to do your part and hope that Iowa gives you a little bit more, get a few more chances.
1 of 2 for Curtis. Iowa goes back to work, leading by 11. Logic to Doolittle. Not for Jennings. Not Doolittle. From the short corner, doesn't get it to go. It belongs to the Eagles with 4:45 to play. Iowa has all 5 starters in double figures. When you and I were talking with Lisa Bluter, Katie, she said this is one of the most balanced teams I've ever had. Fun to coach. Yeah, aside from Logic, we really don't have a star. We just have a very good team.
A bunch of basketball players that understand the game. As you see Zimmerman knocking it down from top, but Bluter loves what she has. Lots of players that can do lots of things, and the chemistry is great.
3 is keeping American in it. Logic off balance there, 10 to shoot. Peschel draws iron. Logic tries to save it. That's always dangerous when you see a player heading like that out of bounds. Always worry about knees and ankles, but she's all right. 4 minutes exactly to go. American down 8, and they've got the ball.
You got to get a bucket, but then you got to get on the other end and get some stops.
Here comes that crowd again, and that's what they're getting behind, a stop here. Booth. No, not this time, but Curtis runs it down. New shot clock for American.
You see Iowa's back in that man-to-man.
Shot clock at 5. Dumiak. Great defense by the Hawkeyes. Coley. And last touched by the Eagles with 3:02 to go. Iowa leading by 8 late. First round of the Women's Championship presented by Capital One, alongside former All-American and gold medalist Katie Smith on clay. Matvick. There's Sam Logic, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. If she can get a triple-double today, it would be just the 15th in women's NCAA tournament history. UConn's Polina Mosqueda-Lewis had one last year, and it doesn't happen often. They got to win this game first. That's the most important thing, as American gets it back down 8.
Yeah, I'm sure that hasn't even registered, or no one's even said anything to her. It's all about the win.
Zimmerman knocks it down from 3, and Iowa's lead is cut to 5.
And he's shooting lights out.
That's the 11th 3 for the Eagles in this game, a new season high. And a turnover. And Dumiak controls it with 2:15 to play.
This must be a shooter's gym. Miami was lighting them up. Iowa shoots it well. Americans doing their thing.
Wide open is Curtis. And not this time for the Eagles. 2 minutes to go. American trying to pull a huge upset. Lisa Bluter, feeling that American is getting more and more confident here late, calls a timeout. Zimmerman now with 5 threes in the game.
You know, able to stretch the defense. They get lost a little bit, whether they were switching or not. Just couldn't get out soon enough. A lot of the shooters today, Zimmerman, Dixon, Disterhoft, everybody, they get their feet set so quickly that they're ready to shoot as soon as it hits their hands.
Zimmerman 17 points, 5 of 9 from 3. Well, the road to the Frozen Four. Ice is up Sunday with the NCAA Hockey Championship Selection Show at noon Eastern on ESPNU. Visit NCAA.com, the home for all 89 NCAA championships. Crunch time now. Hawkeyes up 5 with under 2 minutes to go. The 11th seed Miami pulled an upset, knocking off 6th seed Washington on this floor earlier today. Winner of this one gets Miami on Sunday. 5 to shoot. Disterhoft tied up. Jump ball. And it will stay with Iowa.
Great job on that jump ball and doubling, because they're running an in pick for a shooter. And with that pressure on the basketball, they couldn't find the open person.
They've got to hurry. 5 to shoot. Disterhoft rolling to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Dumiak. Pass to Curtis. She's able to keep it alive. And the Eagles are going to be patient. Booth for three. One minute to go here in Iowa City. American in their first NCAA tournament appearance has played valiantly. Shot clock winding down. Jennings. Oh, they got bailed out. A foul just ahead of the shot clock buzzer.
Jennings, nice job of not settling for that jump shot. Got by Holmes, but Dumiak reached in and fouled her right at the last second.
That's their second on Jen Dumiak. And I wonder if the officials will take another look here because they're talking over on the other end. Nope. It's going to be 2 shots here for Jennings. Whitney Jennings, 67% foul shooter. One of the most important free throws she's going to take this season up to this point. And she hit them both. Timeout, American. They've got 2 remaining as Megan Jebbia to talk it over here with 37.7 seconds left. Let's take a look at our Capital One Cup impact performance. And Dixon, a terrific effort again today for Iowa.
She is their spark. I mean, she gives them energy when they're down, but she has such a knack for finding the open spot, but then being able to get her shot off.
Dixon 15 points, 4 of 5 from 3. This is our Capital One Cup impact performance here in Iowa City. 37.7 seconds left. Iowa trying to fend off this pesky American Eagles team and move on to the second round and a rematch with Miami from a 2013 first round matchup in that NCAA tournament. Logic, a couple of assists shy of that triple-double, and she was great in 2013 against the Hurricanes.
It was an 8-9 game, so it was pretty tightly matched, but the Iowa got the slight upset.
69-53, and we could see those same 2 teams on this floor Sunday. It looks good for Iowa right now, leading by 7. Logic today, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. I wonder if she can get a couple of helpers here before the end of this one.
Might be a little hard with fouling, but let's see if American can get a quick 3.
Booth left it short. And there's another rebound for Logic. And she'll be on the line. As Michelle Holmes has just fouled out.
Michelle Holmes has done a nice job tonight. Quality game defending Doolittle, you know, having that presence inside and really minimizing her.
Logic first trip to the line. She can make this a 3-possession game with under 30 seconds to go.
And Iowa just wants to put pressure on, enough pressure to make it a little hard and take time off.
Last year, Iowa lost to the 3-seed Louisville in the second round. This is Iowa's highest seed since a 2-seed in '96. The last time they made the Sweet 16. They've got a golden opportunity to get to the Sweet 16 because they're on their home floor. 10 seconds till they advance. Dumiak for three, and she got it. That makes it a 7-point game. Jennings is fouled by Zimmerman, her fourth. And Jennings will go to the line with under 5 seconds to go.
I think Coach Gebbia is probably disappointed at the loss, but I think this is what she asked for. She asked her team to compete and come in and be ready, and they did that.
No, a terrific effort, no doubt. Biggest game in program history for Megan Gebbia and the American Eagles. And put out a great effort. Dumiak, it'll count if it goes. 75-67, Iowa is moving on to face Miami on Sunday. A terrific game for Logic. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Just misses the triple-double. Iowa had 5 players in double figures. Terrific outside shooting for American. They were 12 of 28 from 3. That kept them in the game. Dumiak had 23 points, but it's Iowa moving on to take on the Miami Hurricanes. The 11 seed advanced with the upset of Washington earlier today, and that should be a fun matchup, Katie.
It's going to be a great matchup. Both teams like to shoot it, defense, and they're playing for their lives.
Crowd here at Carver Hawkeye Arena loving it. They are now 17-0 on this floor. Up next, the NCAA studio update. Here's Kevin Nagandi.